Hey guys, it's Grand Admiral Thrawn, and I'm back with another Black Series review, specifically another archive figure review. And today's is a bit of a special character, because today I'm doing a Black Series review of someone from Legends, the one and only Darth Revan. Now, this is actually a rare thing. I haven't done too many characters from Legends or just non-canon characters in general on my channel. I mainly do like canon figures, and the big reason is because I mostly just own canon figures. I do own a couple, and it's not that I dislike stuff from Legends, it's just I own more canon figures. But moving on. Today I am doing a special character, Darth Revan. This is one I'm very excited to do a Black Series review of. So let's just get started. I'm going to move the box off to the side so you can see the figure better. Darth Revan has such a unique and cool design, and this figure does an amazing job of recapturing it. I'm going to remove his lightsabers for now so you can see the figure more. Side note, I just want to point this out real quick. The lighting kind of makes his saber look a little more pink. I don't know if you can notice, but anyway, it is dark purple like it's supposed to be. I just wanted to get that out of the way. But as I was saying, Darth Revan, he has such a unique and cool design, and I love how they recaptured it for this figure. They do all the black, the silver, the red, the gold, just all the colors mash very nicely, and it makes for an awesome action figure. He has great detailing, and just the robes and everything, they did such a great job of that, and I can't wait to discuss it. So I'm going to start with how the bottom, like around his waist, they have the cloth cape, and they did a really good job on that. I like how there's actually like hole damage on the cape. That's really cool. They do such a good job of that. The cape goes around very nicely, and then they have the plastic red line going down the stripe. On him, there is a cool little belt that goes completely around the figure's waist, and you can actually store lightsabers on that belt. So you can have it that your Darth Revan wields at least 8 lightsabers, which is pretty cool. Moving up, like on the back of the figure, they even have detailing of how the stripes or like the black lines go fully around the figure. They don't just stop there. They didn't need to do that detail. I doubt anyone would check, but they did it, and that's pretty cool. Moving on to the front of the figure, I like how they have the arms where like they end at the wrists and then it goes black. But one of my favorite things they did with this figure is they made a perfect combination of plastic and cloth for Revan's hood. So that way the hood that covers his Mandalorian helmet actually stays on to his helmet like so and doesn't just fall off like a normal cloak would. However, the plastic makes sure that the hood doesn't, well, hang on, sorry. The plastic works for the hood, but I don't think it would have worked for the rest of the figure. It would have taken away from it. So they did something really cool, and I don't think they've done this with any other Black Series. They make the hood actually be plastic, and then the capes and like cloak are cloth and are soft goods. That's really cool. I like that detailing. And there's just a bunch of great little details throughout the entire figure. I don't know what's up with me today, but I can't speak right. And anyway, it's just a really cool figure. I love all the detailing. I'm going to come right back to him soon, but I want to talk about all of his accessories. So for accessories, they only gave Revan 2, but they're the only 2 that he needs. They are his purple lightsaber and his red lightsaber. And starting with the purple one, I love all the detailing they did to Revan's hilt. It's a unique lightsaber hilt that I'm glad they gave all the detailing it deserves. And then the blade, like I said, the lighting may be off a bit in this video, but they did a nice job, and it's the very dark purplish color that it needs to be, but it's not too dark, and I like that. Moving on to his red lightsaber. The hilt as well, amazing detailing. It's got silver and bits of other colors. And then the red I don't think this is the normal red lightsaber color that we get. It's a little more on the orangish side, but it's still really cool, and I think it fits Revan very well. And they make for two really good accessories. The purple one seems to fit better in Revan's right hand, and then the red one seems to fit better in his left hand. But from most of the photos I see, usually Revan has them the other way. However, I'm sure that it's fine having them like this. I just tend to see more photos of him where the purple one is in the left and then the red one is in the right. I have seen ones that are the other way. I'm just saying I think it's a little weird that they made them like that. And like I said earlier, the bottoms of them have that unique build that you can clip them onto this lightsaber belt he has, which is pretty cool. Moving on to Revan's box. And Revan was an archive figure, which I'm really glad. Archive figures are easier to come by, and it makes it a lot easier for collectors. They did a good job with that. However, if you're someone like me who likes to take the figure out of the box, unfortunately you have to destroy your archive box to get the figure out of, which is a bit of a shame. I do really like the picture they chose for Revan there. That's really cool. On the back, they have a similar one in that it's the exact same one. However, it actually fits both of his lightsabers onto it. It has an amazing job doing like just a cool picture because Revan is just a cool character. He's basically Vader 4,000 years before Vader is alive. And that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I think they did a really good job here. There's a little bit of details about him on the back. It's got the 50-year Lucasfilm detailing, and that's pretty cool. And then there's a little timeline of all of Star Wars. Obviously, it's a little outdated since more stuff has come along since then, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. So, as far as the box goes, it's a nice archive box. Coming back to the figure for my final thoughts, I just really like this figure. It does a great job of all the posability and display that you would want and play features. His lightsabers stay in his hands, so they did a good job there in that he can firmly grasp the lightsabers. His feet even have detailing, like underneath they have the silver armor. His waist cape covers that. They did not need to throw in that detail, but they did, and I'm so glad they did. There's even like black bits throughout his entire boots to show when they split off. That's pretty cool. The figure has great posability. He doesn't just fall right over, so that's pretty cool. One thing I can't believe I forgot to mention, they did an amazing job on detailing his Mandalorian helmet, even though you can't really see it. However, the helmet itself still has like rotation with the head, so that's pretty cool articulation there. And, yeah, I don't have too much else to say, really. Maybe they could have given him some lightning as an accessory, but honestly, we rarely get lightning with characters. Palpatine didn't even get lightning with his archive figure. So, what were the odds Revan would? I do think this is an amazing figure, and I don't know too much about Revan and the Knights of the Old Republic. I haven't played all the games. But I knew this was a figure I had to pick up when I saw it because it's just an awesome Black Series figure, and I'm a Black Series collector. So yeah, I think this figure is a 10 out of 10, and I think it really does a great job of recapturing Darth Revan in action figure form. I recommend you pick one up because I don't know when the next Darth Revan or even old Knights of the Old Republic figure we're going to get will happen because we haven't really gotten too many lately. So if you do see one of these, I recommend you pick it up. 10 out of 10 figure. And yeah, if you want me to do more figures like this, let me know down in the comments. This is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off, and I look forward to our next encounter in my next video.